Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Twitwell Live Reactions. We are currently watching Stephanie and Shane McMahon in the middle of the ring. We found out on Twitter earlier today that they would be announcing their respective brands' GMs at the beginning of the show. So here we are.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Everything's going to come together. People strongly believing that Triple H is going to be the GM of Raw and Daniel Bryan the GM of SmackDown. We'll see if it plays out that way.
And hey, brother, I called that as soon as we found out who the commissioners were and that we would have GMs last week.
That is true. So we'll see if it all plays out.
You can, if you don't believe me, go back and watch live reactions to the Vince naming commissioners segment because I called it during recording.
Oh, and Stephanie saying something about testicles.
Wow. Lady balls are a hell of a lot bigger than testicles.
Yeah, because there's no female figure in WWE over enough to give you your comeuppance on a regular basis.
Or ever.
And now Shane telling us what's going to happen with SmackDown Live. Wow, he was saying something, Stephanie, and just cut him off. It's kind of rude.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Cruiserweight Classic's been awesome so far.
Yeah, but she's taking credit for it when it was her husband's idea.
Cruiserweight division. Oh, Cruiserweight division exclusive to Raw. Wow.
Nice. Well, they want to keep people watching Raw, so there you go.
Wow, I mean, that's really something. I mean, for so many years it's been exclusive to SmackDown, not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I too booted these rules, people. Don't worry.
It makes so much sense, though.
It just feels like the heels getting the advantage, which I guess is what heels do. Huh?
Right, and at the end of the day, Raw is 50% longer than SmackDown, so they need 50% larger of a roster. It makes all the sense in the world to me.
Is this crowd being preemptive, perhaps?
It's pretty clear, yeah. To announce my GM.
Here we go.
Yep. Oh, boy. Yep. The game!
And the Authority back in full swing, people. Wait, what?
I am legitimately confused. Is this real, or is Stephanie going to be like, hey, what are you doing out here? You're not my GM?
I don't know.
I am so confused.
Stephanie's kind of grooving to the music. I think this is legit.
Yeah, that's surprising to say the very least.
Wow. You know, kudos to WWE for subverting that, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I guess also brings into question Bryan is... Wait a minute here. Now they hug.
I love Mick's theme song. It's so good.
Well, is this really happening? Holy shit.
It seems like it might be, yeah.
Damn.
Confusing as it might be.
So a heel commissioner hires a face GM.
I always remember Foley as a commissioner.
That's true.
Did they bring him back just to fire him right away and make it Triple H?
Maybe. That would be so douchey.
Right here in Providence, Rhode Island, of course.
That beard, though, holy shit, Mick.
He looks more like Santa than ever. He would be so ecstatic if he heard me say that.
Wow, yeah, Mick. This is really happening, folks. Wow, everybody.
This seems like such a Shane pick, but you could also say that in a roundabout way, Daniel Bryan is the new era version of Mick Foley.
That is true. And I'll tell you, I mean, Stephanie and Mick, you know, do have a very rich history, albeit mainly through Triple H and Mick's feuds.
Yeah.
For the WWF title and just the position of being the best. No, Stephanie, I don't know what she's whispering over there.
Foley
Stephanie?
chance.
Wow. I can't believe she didn't. Which begs the question: how is Triple H going to react to this?
I mean, he's probably going to just work hand in hand with Stephanie to make the decisions.
Probably.
And she really emphasized that the GM would have 100% autonomy, which means it's not going to happen because it's Steph.
Exactly. Plus, she probably
Remember
probably
when
knows.
they said that Vicky Guerrero would have 100% autonomy, and then they were hovering over her shoulder with every decision she made.
That is true.
Ah, the old days of Bricky. Man, I miss Brad Maddox.
Yeah, Brad Maddox.
His YouTube show was incredible.
I'll tell you, like, this pick, it's such a jolt. I mean, you have to question: is Daniel Bryan going to be SmackDown GM?
Yes.
I mean, I'm still
I was
confident in
even
that.
saying earlier, like, I'm 100% sure Daniel Bryan's the pick for SmackDown. I was only like 97% sure about Triple H. So the 3% reared its ugly head, but there is no percent to make me wrong about SmackDown. So if it is somehow someone other than Bryan, I will be 10 times more shocked than I was at this.
Right.
Yeah, and now Shane's going to announce Bryan, right?
Yep. What we think?
I love that the WWE has basically gone out of their way to make bury a mainstream term rather than an insider term.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, Bryan would certainly embody it.
But if the cruiserweight division's on Raw, wouldn't Bryan fit better there?
I really think I still can't believe the Cruiserweight division is going to be on Raw. Which, I mean, what a vote of confidence to put it on your big live 3-hour program, I guess.
Yeah. They're basically trying to turn Raw into Monday Nitro.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, cue that music.
And
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
God.
Shane, doing laps, baby. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh, snap. Bryan looks awesome rocking that suit.
Yeah, he does.
It's awesome to see him back, though, man. That's so good.
Definitely.
He's got his role in the CWC as a commentator and analyst, and now he gets to be GM of SmackDown, and he gets to be back on television every week doing, well, at least part of what he loves. I know he was always a big in-ring guy, and he always talked about how when he was in that ring, he felt like that was where he belonged, but this is the next closest thing to that, the next best thing.
Right.
And it's the best thing he can do, literally can do physically. It's the best thing that he is passed and cleared to actually do.
Right. And hey, I mean, Bryan loves this business so much. You know he would never really be able to leave it. So I think this is a good compromise for a man of his passion and his ferocity.
And I mean, hell, man, the thing too is he doesn't need to tour. He never needs to be at house shows.
Right.
Just goes to whatever city they're going to be in on any given week on a Tuesday. And Shane's going to be doing the same thing. He gets to spend weekends with his wife. This is a great gig for Bryan. I'm really happy for him.
Definitely. We'll see. Is Bryan going to shake her hand? They have quite...
Oh, you just got denied, bitch.
Just like that.
Suck it.
Crowd of raucous
I
applause.
wonder if Mick Foley ever thought that he'd be standing in the ring with somebody that's this much more popular than him.
I still gotta wonder if Mick's even gonna survive the night. Like, maybe Stephanie will just be like, oh, Mick, you had a whole night to show me what you could do and you failed, so you're fired. And then Triple H comes out to end the show. Maybe pedigrees Mick or something.
Yeah, that would be great. Just a tiny bit, Bryan. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, this crowd loves him, as they should.
Legitimately, he might be one of the top 5 most over personalities in the history of the WWE.
Yeah.
Like Austin, Rock, Hogan, Bryan.
Yeah.
Maybe Savage is up there, but like, Jesus. He's so much more over than Cena ever was. He's so much more over than Bret Hart ever was. It's ridiculous.
Oh.
One time when she dropped your name, Bryan.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can tell it's emotional for him to say. You can see the look on his
Oh,
face.
I love this, though. The crowd is so behind him. It's amazing.
Oh, man.
I
SmackDown's
can't
really going
wait
to be
to see
something.
what they're going to do with SmackDown knowing that cruiserweights are on Raw. Like, that takes so much away from what people were expecting SmackDown to be. They legit
Right.
do have to do something new and different.
And we'll see what they come up with.
I
Maybe
feel
we'll
like
finally.
we're going to go back to the days of SmackDown being the tag team show, brother.
Maybe. I mean, that would really be something. Right. That's huge.
Damn right you can. And yes, Chance. Oh, that's so cool when you see a whole sea of people doing it, man.
Definitely.
That's like chill inducing.
I'm liking this.
He's so smart, man. I love the way he talks sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel Chance. Wow. I
Yeah.
feel like this is like a bigger pop than Edge gets when he comes back. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is insane. And they're just in a random city in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. Like, they're not in Brooklyn, you know? Like, it's not like a hardcore smart town.
Right. Man, Mick, you've got an uphill climb ahead of you, brother.
It does not feel like that long ago that he won the title, but it was almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, time in wrestling goes by so
It
fast.
feels like it happened last year.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bold claim.
It's not that bold though, because it's 2 hours versus 3 hours, and they're both live now, and the
That is
ratings
true.
were closing in on each other before this happened anyway. Like, oh, I'm gonna laugh so hard when SmackDown starts outrating Raw in like 2 months, if that.
Well, I mean, the draft tomorrow, I think, man, it's right there. Oh, Stephanie Soccer Mom McMahon.
Oh, Steph, if you tried to kill that buzz any harder, you would literally be Woody. That was a Toy Story joke, people.
We got it. I got it at least.
He pushed him out the window, you know.
And now the McMahon's talking again.
Shane is.
So does Mick's GM role start next week or does it start tonight?
I think it starts tonight, actually.
Well, we'll get to see what he does. That's why I'm saying, like, she might fire him at night's end, be like, well, I had one night to, evaluate your job performance and it sucked, and then Triple H comes out.
Oh, wow. Shane taking a low blow at Steph.
It's about time. I feel like he's been way too passive towards her anyway.
And Stephanie's all like, oh, is that all you got? She's like a freaking Bella. No wonder they get pushed so hard.
I know.
Stephanie sees herself in them. I wonder what one word could Daniel Bryan use right now? Oh my God. He doesn't even need to say anything. Yes! 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 Holy crap. Dude, he hasn't skipped a freaking beat. That's amazing how freaking crazy over he is right now.
Yeah, man. Hasn't slowed down at
And they're
all.
just doing a lap around Foley and stuff. It's weird, though, that Foley is kind of siding with the bad guys now.
Again, that's why I'm almost convinced that it's temporary.
Yeah.
Like, he's just going to run Raw tonight. Stephanie's going to be so displeased and disgusted Be like, my pick only gets locked in when the night's over, and this night is not over. Bam, Triple H, pedigree, and the Authority stands tall.
Yeah, I mean, if Dean retains in that match, I think that'll be all it takes for her to flip out and, dethrone Foley.
Right.
I shouldn't even say if, I should say when. Oh my god, a 12-man tag match.
That's pretty huge.
Wyatts are in a tag team match with other teams. That is the weirdest thing.
The Club.
Okay, alright guys, well, we know who our GMs are for now. I emphasize the for now part. Foley and Bryan. We knew about Bryan. Foley was a nice little surprise, but there you go, people. That was weird. We will see you all for either another live reaction segment later tonight, possibly, or Raw Tit Wow and then Twit Wow.